being treated differently always kind of has an effect on you. Just trying to remain myself, know my values, and just kind of grow up through all of it.
If I just wanted to make money and run a business, there's probably 1,000 other businesses I could do besides esports. I want M80 to be one of the most successful and dominant esports organizations in the world. So I'm making those sacrifices.
My first team offer was a very big moment for me, because I'd say it essentially changed my life. When the manager Golden reached out for a coaching position, I thought, why not? What could hurt?
I think this is probably the best team OS has produced, and we have the best players in the region right now, so I think this is the best chance we have at making it to the end.
It's finally happened!
We're Australia's best, and we want to compete with the best.
I want to win badly, yes, I want to. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to play.
Yeah.
I guess you could say that we are, or much better equipped. I tried the best I can as an independent esports org to take care of these guys and, you know, provide them with good housing, make sure they're not door dashing everything and they can cook themselves some meals once in a while and eat healthy. We provide mental fitness coaches, right, to check in with them. Esports is a high pressure environment and a lot of these players are younger and we don't want them to burn out. It's not a daycare. I mean, these guys are all adults. They need to take care of themselves.
I still think you're still on.
Because that's going to make them, you know, better people and better players in the end.
Marco's a really genuine person. He gave all of us a home, and I have no words to describe him. Marco's an amazing guy.
He's really supportive. M80 is definitely like not that type of org that try to like get more from the players what they give the players.
Living with each other is probably one of the best experiences of my life. We're like a big family. Those guys are my best friends. Arguments here, arguments there, but at the end of the day, we're a family, we're friends.
We're really lucky. We have a really talented, young, but very mature group of players. It's the result of all the things that we put into it is the winning. That's what you get at the end. I mean, that's why we're in the business, right? I mean, if you're not trying to win in esports, you should probably find something else to do. Winning makes you feel good. It's great. And I think we can be the ultimate team. The difference between being the best team in the world and being a top 5, top 6 team in the world is very minute, very small. But sometimes you can recognize with a team that there's just certain elements that we need in order to push us to that level.
Exa, you see the temptation from them to push in, but they know they're not in an advantage.
We had a few issues.
It's all over. A flawless round from Kanto.
We missed out on the Sweden Major. That was like our main down point. Like that was bad for us.
Now M80, Dark Zero sends them back to the start screen.
We had a great roster last season. We performed really, really well at SI. I was really proud of the guys. But, you know, I wanted to make moves to strengthen and shore up those, I think, weaknesses that we had.
For M80, not really fighting for much.
Sometimes you have to let go of players that you care a lot about and you have a close relationship with yourself.
If we talk about M80, obviously, you know, they had this kind of Brazilian core that came into NAL. And then in the most recent Rostermania, they picked up Iconic, who was one of the best players from the Astralis. And then they paid the big money to bring Spoit over from Europe to create this North American super team.
You know, there's only one Will. He's unique, motivated, ultra confident.
Spoit thought about a swing, but changed his mind at the last second.
You know, mechanically, he's a god.
Last 15, it's literally now or never.
I mean, he won a major, right?
Spoit finds 1, 2 left standing. The pun's got to get stuck. They find the down as well. Yesterday, they took the crown from LA. Today, they take their kingdom from Latam.
Winning is very important to me.
Look out at this crowd, who all absolutely adore you.
When you win something, it shows that you have put in the work.
This is absolutely crazy.
I don't know what to say. I'm actually lost for words. First ever event for me. First ever esports event, and I actually managed to win it.
You know, rookie of the year, only 18 years old. He's unflappable. I think, you know, by the time it's all said and done, he'll probably be the best player of all time.
I come from Sweden, have a Thai background. Just a normal kid living in Sweden, playing games when I'm bored. Ended up being a professional in Siege. And yeah, I'm here now. Being just ordinary, I think is pointless. My mindset is formed around sports because I come from a heavy sports background. Just like that competitive mindset within the sport and, you know, always striving to be better, improve and getting that first place. My family, they just want me to be the best version of myself, seeing me succeed. For me personally, you know, getting out of the box where everyone is, and that box is basically average. So you being able to step out of an average box and improving more than everyone else shows that you are more determined than everyone else. Previously I was a content creator, well I still am. I have around 1 million followers across my platforms. Deciding to take that step from content creation to professional play was obviously a quite big jump. At the beginning I had a lot of pressure to perform. I still have, I think everyone does. You know, a lot of opinions from fans, friends, family. You know, obviously you take the negative comments the most to your heart, I'd say. You know, it's easier to spot those than the good ones. Proving them wrong, to win the first tournament and being the youngest player to ever do it in this game is amazing. The drive that M80 has is obviously huge, and I feel like everyone wants to prove that they got what it takes to, you know, win an S-tier tournament. I strongly believe in this roster, and I joined this roster because of one reason, and that's winning, and gonna make it happen.
Coming on up, we have M80 taking on Wolves.
These are two lights-out teams. I'm sure it's going to be a lights-out matchup.
One clutch drone immediately shot by M80. Don't even need those Mozzie pests to start out.
I'm not seeing any cams right now. They do a lot of pre-planned shit here. You said hit.
Comme en prague, c'est moi la putana.
Spoit. Just a trained eye for aggression and just pure skill and how he can kind of use himself to the best capabilities.
M80 is quickly closing the gap on these players. However, it's an overconfident retake.
Nice.
In game, you know, he's very committed to winning, like always trying to like be the best he can. Just a beast.
You can see Spoit now he's fallen back. He'll set himself up on the site with those Kiba barricades immediately, giving himself a great kill box to play out against the statue push.
Ready? I got the Bravo cam. They didn't hack 90 cam. Could be on Wolf care. I'm gonna go top in with you, Kiki.
The way we approach the whole event is just by being a group of friends, having fun.
Dude, I'm trying to play some video games.
Being locked in for the tournament.
Set of nades gone and 2 opening kills for Spoit.
Our eyes are lasered on one thing. That's how it goes. We don't care. We're just here to play.
Nade it below. One vertical nades below, guys. Care.
Yep. Careful China, these is it barricaded?
It's Azamira.
Okay.
I think you can try to fight.
Yeah, care. When you have people pouring, you know, everything they have and like truly wanting you to win, it just makes it that much easier for you to go the extra mile. That's 90 dead.
Two pushing squad, boys.
I took 90.
Another one.
We just believe we're better than everybody else. When you're actually playing, you know, like how Dave says, like you just gotta take their soul. Like you just gotta destroy them.
Top main. Let's go. Come on. Listen. Let the nuts fucking hang, bro. These guys are fucking dog shit. They keep trying to move around us. Be in this space where these guys are. As a leader, you know, I try to instill that strong mental and obviously not let the things in game affect you, and having that confidence that like if you're 0-6, you're still peaking the same if you're 12-3. Whatever's in front of you, you can tackle.
This is an impossible situation, it seems, to win out as Wolves go 2-0 on the AVG attacks.
We have the capabilities to become the best team in the world. I believe that.
coming your way. W7M Esports up against Bliss.
Team Bliss from Oceania, team that will be making their debut. And obviously we are excited because we get to cast W7M, not Team Bliss.
No bias.
Our first game against W7M is definitely the biggest one for us.
W7M, they go in as favourites, but hopefully we have a close best of one.
If we beat them, then it makes a big statement.
Let's go.
So we get underway. And Bliss will be attacking to start things off.
The world of esports is very cutthroat in the way that no matter what team you are, no matter how good you have been, if you're not good in the present, you will lose everything.
Wood walls open feed heights. Mining's barricaded.
You could be the best team in the world one stage, and the next stage you could be out of the league. The trade-off to that is that no matter how little investment you have, how little experience you have, if you're good at the game, you can make it.
Oh, double kill for Sage! And Bliss find themselves back into this round.
Maybe 3 guys. Nice, they're gonna get more aggro, guys.
If we win, people start to recognise us and realise we're not just another team from Australia that's going to get knocked out.
Wait, do you want to attack or no? Because we need attacks.
I think that's what's so exciting about esports, is that anyone who's up the top can be taken down, and anyone who's at the bottom can make it to the top. My brother Brendo plays for Team Bliss with me. It's my first stage playing with him, and it's a very, very rewarding experience, being able to not only drive my own success, but also drive his in a way too, and sharing the rewards as well. Brendan and I both grew up in Perth, Western Australia, which is a very remote capital city, but it's actually quite big for where it is. It's a very nice city, I guess, very peaceful. Some call it very boring, but I like to say peaceful. We also have an older brother, Jeremy, and the 3 of us, we were all very competitive together. We definitely had some healthy rivalry between the 3 of us, Brendan, Jeremy and I, growing up, especially in sports. We had a nice childhood, I guess. 3 brothers growing up together.
My relationship with my brother is very good. I don't think we've fought in over 10 years easily. Yeah, we just kind of understand each other. We have a really good friendship. Even if I don't agree with him, I kind of respect that he's been around longer than me and whatnot, and he's probably correct and I'm not. It's also good to learn firsthand from him rather than just looking from an outside of what he's doing. Once I started watching him play pro, I definitely got inspired. I also did see how hard he worked to get into Siege, so I definitely tried to copy his work ethic a little bit, and I can see that it paid off.
I actually started playing esports while I was studying at university, finishing my science degree. My family's idea of esports definitely changed. I think at first it was just very much a hobby type of thing. They would just view it as, I'm wasting my time on the computer, I guess. And then when I joined Knights, around 2020, and they started seeing how much money I was earning, they started really respecting it.
When I first started playing Siege competitively, I joined a Challenger League team called Fury. And we basically won everything. We got promoted into OCN, which was the Pro Australian League at the time. The first season we got absolutely smashed, and that was probably the low point of my career, just being on kind of the laughing stock team of the entire region. And then when I got picked up by Bliss, everything started to turn around.
Never mind, Brando! What? Leave some for the rest of them, mate. He's up to 8-2.
The team slowly started to form and get better and better.
Brendo gets 2 quick ones from Blue. That's what they do best.
This is our chance to prove that we're really good.
So as we head to Bar Cocktail here, 3rd round, Bliss are kind of now on the verge of basically being beaten around the world.
I'm gonna join it when you guys get hatches open, okay? Yeah. If there's no red tracks, it's only alibi above, okay?
The money side of things in esports for Australia is definitely tough. We have to have something outside of the game as well, so I also have a part-time job because it's definitely not sustainable.
This is a gettable site for me. I think Bar Cocktail's really gettable here for Bliss.
Still stage. She wants to jump out the window.
I'm a disability support worker, so I basically go into the homes of people that are disabled or are amputees, and I basically take them where they want to go for the day and just get them out into the community and make them feel like, they can do what they want to do. Really enjoy it. It's very rewarding.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
I think we are 100% the underdogs. I believe very, very strongly that we can take it all the way. We just have to focus on our game. If Australia as a region got more funding and more publicity, we would definitely be competing with the best.
This will probably be a somewhat slower round. That's my prediction. I don't think Bliss will get too aggressive here.
Unlucky. Nice try.
I definitely think teams are going to underestimate us, and we're going to probably abuse that very well. So I'd say watch out for us, or you might have a bit of a tough time. We are going to make some upsets. The Siege community, it's pretty relaxed and easygoing. It's a lot of friend groups. Can be a little bit hard to get into if you're not friends with people, but it's a very welcoming community as well. Competing together is why we play. People look so big and scary, but they're very nice. Tend to stay away from the toxic people though. There's always a few of them. There tends to be a lot of people that like to talk a lot of trash online, but they can't really back it up.
Just the big names of like the pros, the opinions of you, like only if you're doing what you need to do to be the best, you just shut those people up.
It's definitely better to let the play do the talking, but yeah, tend to stay clear of the people that have big egos.
Is there any team in particular that you think may have a big ego?
I think maybe one. Just the way they go about things, the way they, present themselves and whatnot. And they like to play it off like they don't, but yeah, they can't really take back what they've said, I guess. It's definitely out there.
It's pretty evil when you think about it, but that's composition, so.
I'm known a lot for speaking my mouth. We always shout at the enemy team, try and make people feel awkward. It's pretty evil when you think about it. Every team at this event fear us.
Tactics of their own to get into other people's heads, saying that they fear them, and making people know that they're still strong and ready to win another event.
I try not to hold on to revenge too much the past. If we were to play them again, it would just be just that urge of competitiveness to beat them.
Definitely don't fear any teams, and I really don't see why G2 would be any different.
Don't we rightfully have an ego? You're coming into the most achieved team that this game has ever seen. Yeah, you should have an ego.
You gotta respect your opponents. Everyone up here is really good. I'm definitely not gonna let that change the way I'm thinking and the way I'm playing.
I'm trying to get people to have a good time, keep energy up, because in the end, energy carries everything into winning.